Good morning, investors. Welcome to the 11th of December 2014. The trade for the day is called ShopRite. Code is SHP and the last traded price is 155 Rand and 23 cents. The action is to do a buy or long with the objective to trade the share upwards. Entry level will be 155.65 on the dotted blue line, and your target will be 167 Rand and 2 cents on the green line. Stop loss to be used on this trade is 151 Rand and 86 cents. Looking at the current open trades, FirstRand, MDC and SA Breweries. Closed trades for the 10th of December was basically M&D as well as SAPI. Looking at the top 40 index of the JSE, this is the best top 40 shares. The blue line is the index movement, still in a negative movement, trading underneath the 5-day moving average, that's the dotted grey line, and the 20-day moving average, that's a solid grey line. The Dow Jones closed Wednesday evening with almost 1.5% down, 268 points down. So they actually physically came down to this red line here, closing on a level of 17,533 points. Currently, they're about 39 points positive for their opening on Thursday afternoon. Looking at the J200, this is the top 40 index, and as I explained yesterday, it's still in this downward momentum here, and it tested this 61.8% on a level of 42,887. There's a small bounce, but currently there could be a lower opening this morning that could actually force them to break this 42,887 points and start going momentum further downwards. This means now that we are currently trading between the green and the purple Bollinger Bands in a negative channel further downwards, breaking the support. Could be quite dangerous, especially before the festival season starting actually after the 16th, 17th of December. Looking at the shares, ShopRite. Now, ShopRite is basically also moving. I'm just waiting for the chart to come on, and you can see on ShopRite, if you call the Bollinger Bands up here, there's the upward movement, there's the double top, trading between the green and the purple, bounced on the 50% level of 151.46. We need to see if it can break this 156 level upwards here before you can actually see movement upwards back to the 161, 162 levels in the short term. But the share is still trading in a negative channel downwards. And take note, the rand and dollar is sitting at 11.53. Our futures could open about 325 points negative this morning, and the European futures are negative, and the Asians are negative. So look at this one very, very closely. Mr. Price also came down to this low of 61.8% on a level of 213.58. Still trading between the green and the purple in a downside pattern. We need to see if there is going to be a bounce or a further breakdown. Watching Woolies closely. Woolies came down, got a lot of support in the 76.34 levels plus minus. If it wants to come down, next low could be 74.66, but it's still trading between the green and the purple line, downwards of the Bollinger Bands as well. Looking at your banking shares, look at this. Momentum is very small, getting smaller, and a sideways bit of pattern coming down. For this one to break down, it needs to break this level of 175.80. Those are the levels there. If you can break it down, more downside could be due, but there is a bit of support here, big support at 175.80 in the short term. Looking at Standard Bank, currently trading at 139. Didn't do anything actually yesterday, but it's also coming down here. MTN, yeah, MTN getting a bit weaker and weaker. Nigeria oil prices are going almost to $61 a barrel, forcing the share to go into a downward spiral or downward channel between the green and the purple line in a downward momentum. Vodacom, Now, Vodacom did bounce here close to the 61.8% in this upward channel, coming down, finding a bit support here on a level of 128, currently trading at 128. But this share could just trade in this range is 128, 131, 128, 131. That's the current ranges on the specific share. Imperial came down. Look at this beautiful bounce from the 61.8% of 180 rand 95. There's a bit of a push up there. Now the big question is, will this market, if it opens negative today, force this one to go further down, or is just as a bounce and a bit of relief down? But the share is currently trading between the green and the purple label in a downward format. A lot of momentum is down. We need to see if momentum can still continue going further down as well. Looking at Old Mutual, sideways pattern, also testing this 23.6% on the Fibonacci. Current trading level 34, 35, 34, 35. Needs to see if it can break it up downwards or start breaking up again here. INP, Investec, we are discussing it in a downward channel. Came close back to this levels of almost 95 rand, 95.82. Currently trading at 96 rand. Still in a downward momentum. We will see here at 9 o'clock. Next expectation low could be back here, almost at the 94 rand levels as a low. So let's keep it this movement quite close by eye and see how the market's reaction will do. Please take note, today's biggest data will be the US job figures. That will be due here at 4:15. Let's see what the market movement will do. Traders, enjoy your day and send a report on Friday again.